في وطن يحتضن الجميع ويقود الجهود من أجل مستقبل أفضل للعالم، وبرؤية حكيمة لقيادة رشيدة محبة لشعبها وللعالم، ارتبط اسم دولة الإمارات بالاستدامة في جميع تفاصيل الحياة. فالاستدامة تعني الاستمرارية في التمتع بجودة الحياة والحفاظ على الموارد ورعاية الإنسان وجميع مصادر الطبيعة. والرياضة تدعم الاستدامة وتحافظ على البيئة في مختلف المجالات. ولنا في دولة الإمارات وفي العديد من دول العالم مساهمات ونماذج عالمية ناجحة. ومع تطور الرياضة أصبحت الاستدامة مطلباً ضرورياً من أجل النمو بل وحتى الاستمرار. ومع زيادة التنافسية والأداء العالي في الجوانب البدنية والتقنية والضغوط المالية، أصبحت استدامة الموارد والاستثمار الأمثل لها، ومن بينها الحفاظ على اللاعبين واستقطاب وتطوير الموهوبين مطلباً أساسياً. كما أصبحت استدامة الفوز بالبطولات والتواجد دائما في قلب المنافسة مطلبا جوهريا، وغيرها الكثير من الجوانب التي تتطلب تطبيق مبادئ الاستدامة، ليس للحفاظ على موارد الطبيعة فقط بل والحفاظ على موارد الرياضة نفسها. من هنا جاء اختيار مجلس دبي الرياضي للاستدامة في كرة القدم شعارا ومحورا للدورة 18 من مؤتمر دبي الرياضي الدولي، عضو مبادرات محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم العالمية. فبعد 17 دورة ناجحة من عمر المؤتمر، شهدت مشاركة 363 من صناع القرار ونجوم اللعب والتدريب والتحكيم والإدارة في كرة القدم، الذين تحدثوا في محاور عديدة من بينها تعزيز الاحتراف والحوكمة والاستثمار وغيرها. يتجدد اللقاء هنا في قلب دبي، حيث يجتمع نخبة من ألمع النجوم لاستعراض موضوع الاستدامة ومستقبل كرة القدم. كما سيتم تكريم أصحاب الإنجازات الأهم في مختلف المجالات ضمن حفل جائزة دبي جلوب سوكر التي انطلقت من دبي لتكريم أصحاب الإنجازات في المنطقة والعالم أجمع.
Live from Atlantis The Palm in the presence of some of the biggest and brightest stars in world football. Welcome to Dubai.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans, good evening and welcome one and all, whether you're here in the room or, of course, tuning in from across the globe to this, the 18th annual Dubai International Sports Conference, as well as the 14th edition of the Dubai Globe Soccer Awards straight afterwards. This one's organised annually by the Dubai Sports Council. Been doing this since 2006. The Dubai International Sports Conference, which is a member of the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives, has delivered many, many substantial debates driven by the biggest names in the game. They come to engage in discussions around topics which explore various aspects that make football the global phenomenon that it is. So why are we here tonight? Well, the theme of our discussion this evening centres around sustainability and, of course, performance in football. While on the topic of sustainability, we here at the Dubai Sports Council and the Dubai Globe Soccer Awards recognise the extraordinary importance of environmental responsibility, and we are committed to measuring the emissions associated with this event. Recognising that responsibility, we are committed to offsetting all the measured emissions and, of course, taking further steps to eventually ensure a carbon-neutral event in the future. So, without further ado, it is time to get things started. We're ready, you're ready, and facilitating this year's conference, it is, of course, sports anchor from our media partner, CNN. Please welcome Amanda Davies.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Welcome, everybody. They say the hardest thing when you reach the top is to stay at the top, don't they? Perhaps a cliche, but it is true. And there are not many in football who have done it as consistently for such a period of time as the gentleman said to join us to share some of the secrets of their success over the next 30 minutes or so. We are talking reaching peak performance and sustaining it, sustaining the beautiful game. So let's crack on. Please welcome two players integral to last season's history-making campaign by Manchester City. Firstly, a Portuguese international with 53 caps for his country, consistently named in the FIFPro World 11 for his role in City's back line, so integral to that European treble winning season. It is Ruben Dias. Welcome. Next up, a player who joins him in that back line, a fullback who's helped City to 5 Premier League titles since he joined in 2017, as well as that incredible success last year. Known as one of the best fullbacks of a generation, known for his pace, strength and vision, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Walker. So that leaves us with one chair, and joining the Manchester City duo, a player in his 22nd season as a professional footballer, who's spent most of those as part of the GOAT, the greatest of all time debate, a 5-time Champions League winner, the top goal scorer of all time, and showing no sign of slowing down, having topped the world goal scoring charts last year. Please welcome Cristiano Ronaldo. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen. I mean, Cristiano, you've made no secret of your Manchester United allegiance, meaning you'd have a bit of a problem, perhaps moving to City. But are you at least able to appreciate the success and what they've done in the last 12 months?
Was amazing. First of all, good evening or good night for everybody. I'm so pleased to be here. Thank you for the welcome. Well, about them, amazing. Amazing season. Congratulations to Manchester City, for them and all players, the coach. They did amazing work, and finally they win the Champions League. In my opinion, they should deserve to win maybe 2 years ago. But the timing always comes. And to be honest, I enjoy to watch them to play. I think they have a very good team, very good coach. The system, how they play, so amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, and that doesn't come easily, I guess, from you.
Nothing, it's easy. So they deserve.
Congratulations. Ruben, so much had been made about the wait and so close yet so far for you as a City team. What psychologically did it mean to get over that line?
Well, I think until you actually do it, you've not done it. But also I think that, especially when we're talking about a club that has done it for the first time, it takes a process to do that. So in the end, today you see these faces collecting the big award, but it's been a work of many years, and in the end it's not just us, it's a whole process, and the congratulations, it's obviously for us, but for all the guys that participated before, managers, players, everyone involved, because to bring the club to where it was, to where it is now, I think that's the biggest prize we all have.
Carl, what is the secret of the success? I mean, this is the point in the season where, you know, you're looking from the outside, people waiting for the leaders to have a wobble, to make a few mistakes. This is where City crank through the gears. Yeah, I mean, in recent years, we've known to kick on after the Christmas period. But I think what the key and the secret is wanting to do it again and again. I think, you know, the manager is a massive driving force in that, but I think also some of the players that we've brought in, took out, we've always made sure that we've, you know, kept the high standards and made sure that we keep winning, you know, year after year. And Pep has very openly said this is not just about one Champions League crown, you've got to go on and win it again. Cristiano, that is something that you did with Real Madrid, not just once, but twice, but 3 times. What was the key in that, do you think?
The key? Well, it's difficult to say. I think it's belief, the dedication, hard work, and in my opinion, nothing, it's a coincidence. So I think they have potential to do it the same. I hope no, but they have potential. But I think they have potential because they still have good team. Some players, they are on prime. They play good football. I think they have a good chance to win the Champions League again. But we will see. Many factors will happen.
Who do you see as the favourites this season then?
The favourite?
Yeah.
Well, they're always in the top to be the favourites, but you know, they're always the same clubs. Bayern, Manchester City, Real Madrid. I don't know. I think that 3 will be the finals, I think.
Who do you see as the favourites, Carl?
Yeah, I think just there. You look at them 3 teams: Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester City. We're all there with good players and, you know, a chance of winning it, you'd say. But I also feel that you need luck. You need a little bit of luck in the Champions League to make sure that you get to the final, and then it's down for big players in big moments to then also go and win you that game, which we've got a lot in the dressing room. Obviously, I'm sat next to him, and he's a fantastic player, one of the best that's ever graced the game. But I think what's very key with our team is that there's no standout. We're all a collective and we're a team, and we rely on each other to make sure that we can get over the line. You know, we look at the other night, and Kevin's come on the 70th minute, and obviously the capabilities that Kevin has and stuff like that, but it's a process, it's a team game, and that's what we're in it for, and we make sure that we get to places where we can for a collective.
Cristiano, it's a team game without doubt, but there was all eyes on you as one player when you made the move to Saudi. I think it's fair to say there were a few people who weren't the most positive about it, but how did that act for you as a motivation?
Well, I thought will be a good move to me. Why not to give a chance to another countries with my football, with my passion, to change mentalities? Why not? And I'm capable to do that. I'm not be arrogant, but I said that 1 year ago. The things change, the world changed, the football changed, the rules changed, everything changed. So my move, I think it was a good move. I feel so happy. Many players moved there, coaches, directives, even nutritionists, they moving there. So the Saudi is in the process that will take long, but in a life, we always say, step by step, we reach to the highest level. So I believe they're going to be in the top 3, 4 in the world, but step by step, I think we're going to reach that.
Where do you think the level is now? You're a year on, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're a year on to your life in Saudi Arabia. Where do you think the level is now?
The level right now, to be honest, I think the Saudi League is not worse than French League, to be in my opinion. In French League, I think you have 2, 3 teams with a good level. In Saudi now, I think it's a more competitive. They can say whatever they want, it's just my opinion, and I played there 1 year, so I know what I'm talking about. But I think right now we are better than French League, so we still improve.
What do you think is the key in terms of taking it to the next level?
The key, you have many factors that apply to improve the league. As I say before, they have many things to improve, but I think with the powerful people behind to help to change a little bit the culture of football, the bad habits, I think we're going to reach in one point that the people there in Saudi will be proud. The investment there, it's huge. So why not believe on that? Like in Saudi, even here in Dubai, the things change and the world change, so they deserve opportunities.
How much did you use the criticism as motivation?
Say again?
How much did you use the criticism as motivation when you...
It's part of the journey. I'm always dealing with that. I'm professional, 22 years. It's part of my journey to be a better man, a better player, a better father. So it's good. I like when the people doubt about me, and I prove again that 1 year with successful. I had last year a little bit difficult journey, but I'm glad that things happen because make me feel more strong. And you can see this year I did a fantastic season. I was the best goal scorer. Imagine to beat that animals, the young lions like Alan, for example, with the goals. So I'm proud. I'm 39 soon, and I'm still looking good. So I'm proud.
Ruben, you've had the pleasure, I'm guessing, of being a teammate of both Cristiano and Erling. Which would you rather in your team?
Ooh, difficult question. Well, in the end, they're just different players. Obviously, Cristiano is older now. He's in a different stage of his career. But obviously, when it comes to choose between players, I always stay away from that question just because everyone's different and you have many different ways of seeing the game these days. And one might fit best one kind of idea, the other one might fit best the other one. But in the end, I think I wouldn't be badly served with either of them because the one thing they both do a lot is scoring goals.
Cristiano was talking about using criticism and the skeptics as motivation. Thierry Henry recently revealed that he now looks back and thinks he was suffering with, mental depression and low points during his career. How do you deal with the tough moments, yet still perform on the pitch?
Well, I think since young, we're told and we grow up knowing that that's unfortunately part of being a footballer, especially on the top level. The more visibility you have, the more open you are to criticism, as much as you are also open to, when things go well, to get cheered and be loved by everyone. It's about, I think, building that strong mindset that will shield you in a way and protect yourself when the times get a bit more tough. And then in the end, it's about a little bit of fight with yourself and always coming up on top. A bit like you were saying, all of us get criticism in a moment of our lives for personal matters, for professional reasons. It can be from whatever side you might sometimes not expect. But what does matter is that you always stay strong and you always remember where you're going for. And I think in this room we have many examples of that.
How much do you rely on yourself in those moments? How much do you lean on the team?
I do think that especially on those moments of criticism is when you most rely on yourself, is when you most have to rely on everything you've built yourself with, because that's the moment where probably you're not going to have so much people around you trying to help you and supporting you. And that's the one moment in which you just grind it out and you show the world and everyone around you that you're there, and people can talk, people can say whatever they want to say, but you are who you want to be, so yeah.
Let's talk about Pep. What is life under Pep Guardiola like?
It's tough on days. I think I speak for probably everyone now that for what he's achieved, what he does in football, what he teaches you, not just as a football player, but as a person. He's fantastic.
No pressure. I mean, look at that glare.
No, but he's fantastic and he probably knows that. But it is tough because he demands so much from you, but it's also what you should do every day and come to training and make sure that you give 100%, and you should demand from yourself as well. But sometimes you do have off days, but you can't have off days with him because as soon as you have off days, he's normally shouting at you.
Edison said the thing with Pep is that he's always 10 steps ahead of everybody else. As a player, how hard is that to keep up with?
Well, I think it shouldn't be difficult because if there's one thing beside having the manager we have and the structure we have, is that we also have players that want to be forward as well. Even though sometimes we're not, and he's the one that keeps on pulling us. But as a player, if you're ambitious and if you want to keep on winning, especially after so many great things that this team has done, this is the kind of person you need next to you to keep you, obviously, an effort of everyone, not just him, not just us, everyone, but he's the man in front of the ship, so it is crucial that he's got that mentality.
How do you compare, Cristiano, what you see from Pep with Sir Alex Ferguson?
I think the mindset of the winners, they are different, in my opinion. Personality, the character, the way they see the life, the way they see the players, the way they see the difficult moments. The top players and top coaches, they're thinking different. As I said before, no coincidence that he win what he won. So, no miracles, hard work. You see different things than the other ones, like Sir Alex Ferguson, and of course, other coaches too. They are different.
And when you look at what happens next in your career, how much longer? What happens next in your career? How much longer can you keep this level going?
I don't know. I live day by day.
How much do you rely on the data and the facts, and how much of it is instinct?
Listen, I'm with some issues that I had, personal and professional, make me feel and make me thinking in a different way. As I told you before, I'm thinking the present and the moment. The moment is good, I feel good, I still capable to do it some goals, to help my team, to help the national team too. So I will carry on. The moment when I finish, I don't know, to be honest. But of course, will be soon. Soon, I mean 10 years more, but I'm joking.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
I don't know, let's see.
Are you instinct or data?
Instinct. I feel, for me, it's more on just play on how you feel. I think when you're happy and when you're feeling happy in yourself, we're doing the job that everyone loves. That everyone was a small kid playing football. We wanted to do what we're doing now. So I just want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it to the fullest capacity, and then just play with a smile on my face. I think for Cristiano, whenever he wants to retire, he will retire. He deserves the right of that. But I'm more off instinct and just doing what makes me happy.
As the calendar gets longer, Bernardo Silva was very open talking about the Club World Cup and the expansion of that. How easy is that? How much tougher does it make your job to keep the level where you are?
I don't think it becomes tougher because we're doing what we love. And like I just said before, this is what we're paid to do, and we're paid well to do it. So to achieve what we've achieved, I feel we probably should have won a Champions League before when we got to the final against Chelsea. But you do need setbacks in life. You do need things to come back from, or nearly moments to then also achieve your dream, which we then went unachieved. To then win the Super Cup and the Club World Cup after that it's a bonus. You're in them competitions because you won the Champions League. So listen, we're in the FA Cup, obviously still fighting very hard for the Premier League and still in the Champions League. So we'll try and replicate what we did last year. Who knows what's going to happen, but why not?
How has your career compared to what you had hoped for when you were starting out as a young boy?
Well, to start at Sheffield United and then go to Tottenham at the age of 19 and leave there at 27 with no medals was tough. To come here and won the amount of Premier Leagues that I've won in the short amount of time. And obviously the Champions League, it's been, more than ever dreamed of. But that's not just me, that's without, the past and present players that have been here. It's just been a journey, and it's been a journey that I've loved, and that's why I've extended my contract, obviously, at Manchester City, and, it's a team that's funnily in my heart.
How much of your career, and I'll ask this to Ruben as well, how much of your career was dependent on your academy career and life as a schoolboy, and how much has it been your development subsequently?
I think it teaches you certain, things or certain paths in your life, when you are a schoolboy. I think probably now, you look at Rico and Oscar that's here tonight, that I think the boy old Phil, who's born in 2000, that their paths are going to be completely different to what mine was. But I think everyone has their journey. Everyone has their journey in life, and it's brought us to where we all are today, enjoying this moment and in this special night. And I just feel what your path is, it's destiny.
So Ruben, what do you, in terms of how much was set when you were at the academies in Portugal?
Well, obviously, I guess I consider myself very fortunate to have been brought up in Benfica's academy. I don't know if people are very aware, but the academy is probably everything a young player can need to become whatever you want to become. But I think you can come from different backgrounds. At home, I had a different example, a very different one, my own brother, and he was living in another way of making his own way. But I think just being around football, in a way, in a dressing room, dealing with the other young footballers, it just helps you develop. It helps you. I've met many people from different backgrounds that just get a very good shape in terms of just getting away from their normal place and getting into football, in which you just deal with different communities and different kinds of people. So in the end, yeah, I think the final result whatever you make it to the top or not, is always going to be something better than what you were before.
Kyle mentioned Rico coming through. What do you guys see as your role in terms of developing the next generation and allowing them to flourish not only in the dressing room but on the pitch as well?
He's actually not that old, you know. he just talks like he's 33.
He's won a lot.
Yeah.
He's won a lot.
No, we try and make sure that it's enjoyable. You want to come to work and enjoy it, first and foremost. Me, Kevin, Ruben, Rodri, Bernardo, the captains, you know, we make sure that it's an enjoyable place. You come here because you're happy, but we're here to win, and that's the main thing. And like Ruben said, it comes from the driving force as the manager, but you know, our job as the captains is to make sure that the lads are happy, the lads are, you know, fully focused on what we need to do, and we're steering his ship for him, we're his voice in the changing room.
Yeah, and I don't know whether you saw this week Vinicius Jr. scoring his goal and paying tribute to you. How much pride do you take from that in terms of inspiring the next generation?
It's good when you have a family, big family like I am. So it's good to be proud of your kids. Junior do it his way. I think he have a good talent. Still to improve more. I need to teach him some tricks. But I think he's in a good way. He's a good boy. He like to play football. He have the drive. So he make me happy.
What is your key bit of advice to the next generation in terms of making it to the top and staying there?
Believe. I think you should believe in everything. And of course, the rest, it's the dedication, the hard work, listen to people who know more than you, who they have more experience than you, and believe in your talent. I think it's the main point.
And what a note to end on. Everybody nodding. Thank you ever so much, gentlemen, for your time. It's been a real pleasure to speak to you. Some fantastic insight from some of the best, most successful of their generation. Plenty more silverware on the cards later this season, of course, and perhaps even later this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ruben Diaz, and Kyle Walker.